Okay, folks, how are we feeling a couple hours after knowing we got Dennis Schroder for 3 second-round picks and the DeAnthony Melton $12 million? Good trade, I still feel. But there's a lot of players the Warriors still could go get. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, GP2, Looney, Wiggins. Are any of these people getting traded for a superstar and other players? You see right there, Nikola, Marcus, Cam, break down Kuminga, a little bit more information on the Schroder trade. We're going to break it all down on this episode of a massive trade update. We did one today, folks. You remember the offseason? If you weren't here, we give you 2-3 videos a day when trades, free agency are heating up. Well, we're 2 months away from the trade deadline, not even a week before Christmas yet, and it's heating up. All because of December 15th, with the fact that that's when you can start trading players who have been with the team for a year. That's why we can move Melton's contract and get Schroder. So let's break down the trade rumors going around in no particular order. Before we do, Randy Silver, thank you for being here. Please like, please subscribe, and please share Warriors Digest and help us hit 8,000 fans before the end of the year. We're above 7,300. It would be a great holiday gift. I know it's a lot, 700 in a couple weeks, but Warriors faithful, I know we can get there. So let's start with the big person, Andrew Wiggins. So let me share this really quick. If we want to go star hunting, it has to be involving Andrew Wiggins. His $26 million contract, number 2 on the line right you see right there, is massive. It's needed. That's how you go get a player who's in the $30 to $40 million range, a star. They're not trading Curry. They're not trading Draymond. And then number 4, Melton's is gone. So then if you have Wiggins $26 million, GP2's $9 million, puts you at $35 million. Looney at $9 million, but I don't think they give up Looney unless you get another center, $35 million. Hield is not going anywhere. Anderson, I'm pretty sure is keeping, but there's $8 million there. Kuminga, the $7 million. If he's not worth the $30 to $35 million, then potentially you trade Kuminga right there. That's $7 million. Moody's $5 million can still go even though he got signed. Podziemski, if you get someone back, maybe you throw him in to make it work that $3 million. So with that being said, let's go back here. The Warriors are hesitant to include Wiggins in the trade for Jimmy Butler. Quote, right off the bat, Wiggins would need to be included in any structure of a Butler deal. It's because Butler is worth $45 million, folks. $45 million. So to get up to that nickel and diming, you have to make that money work. Wiggins has been a huge part of the core since 2019-2020, and the former first-overall pick is having his best season since we won the championship in 2022. I agree. I don't think Wiggins should go. Offensively, defensively, he's been really helping this team out significantly, looking back to old form. I would rather have a 29, 30-year-old Wiggins than Jimmy Butler. Now, we know that the Warriors just traded for Dennis Schroder. Well, we tried to get Cam Johnson as well. It did not work out. They wanted Jonathan Kuminga in any potential deal. So that's where, you know what? They said, no, let's focus on Dennis Schroder, the veteran. Any failed extension talks with Kuminga, Golden State could prefer paying Johnson only $65 million through 2027. So that's a big note. Kuminga supposedly wants $35 to $40 million a year times 4 or 5 years. Let's just say $35 million times 2 is 70 times 2 more, $140 million. $40 million times 4 is $160 million. We also heard potentially he wants the Supermax. Reportedly, the Warriors only offered Kuminga $30 million times 4 is $120 million. So with Cam Johnson, let me pull him up 1 second. Let me share my screen. Cam Johnson's in the middle of a 4-year deal, and he would be owed only, you see right here, 23, 21 is 42, plus 23, $65 million. So he would need to be traded for $23 million. Let me go back to the Warriors player. If you wanted to go get Cam Johnson, $23 million. Oops, wrong one. You could potentially do Wiggins, and then you make that work. Or you already lost to Melton, so the Melton $12 million is gone. That makes it tough. GP2 at 9. Then you're going to have to do Kuminga at 7, puts you at $16 million. And then you probably have to throw in Kyle Anderson. Now, they may want more draft picks. Again, they got 3 second-round picks for Schroder. Maybe they'd be okay with expiring contracts. In that case, you have Kuminga. They can re-sign him. He's the future. Anderson would be there for another at least 2 years. GP2 expiring, Looney. So maybe they do GP2, Looney, and Kuminga. That could get you to the $25 million to make that work. And you would get salary cap relief because with the Schroder deal, where are we at? With the Schroder deal, We added plus 200,000. This isn't updated yet. It's close to the first tax apron, 300,000 on the right side of the screen. So there will be something there. Cam Johnson is having an incredibly good season. Let me pull this up. He started in 24 games. He's averaging 32 minutes, 18 points. And then let's look at his efficiency, folks. He's averaging 13 shots a game, 6 made, 48% from the field, 43% from 3 on 7.5. He would fit the Warriors. He torched us when he played us. This would be a good fit, but it's going to have to be Kuminga. If I go back. So if you don't think Kuminga's the guy, then you go get him. Then you go get Cam Johnson. It's Kuminga, Looney, and GP2 probably making it happen. Or maybe you keep Looney and it's Anderson. So comment your thoughts on that trade. Do you think that's a good trade? And you would have to do something else because you would have basically three open roster spots. You'd have to either sign somebody at the veterans minimum. The two-way players can't maybe sign them as a full, but you have to have 14 players on the roster. Now, the big man who everyone's talking about is Nikola Vucevic. Bulls are on fire sale mode, folks. Bulls want to sell everybody. On the other hand, there are teams like the Warriors, Lakers, Pelicans, and Pistons all in on him. Warriors, do we need that big man? Yes, we do. We look at his contract. Again, this is just the starting point. Is how does this work? He's got one more year after this year, $20 million. This makes it so much easier for the Warriors because if you look right here, $20 million. Melton, again, is gone. You could do GP2 for 9 and Looney for 9, put you at $18 million. Then you got to throw in maybe a Podziemski or Waters. If you want to keep GP2, then it's Looney. Maybe it's Kuminga. If they need a young player, that puts you at $16.5 million. And then you throw in Podziemski, or maybe it has to be Moses. But you could make that money work. Again, you have to bring someone up. But then you're going to get the big man from Chicago who has been having a all-star caliber season. All-star caliber season. I know a lot of you out there, I see the comments, want him. You look at him, he's played 25 games, averaging 31 minutes, 21 points. And shout out to Levine, who stayed healthy all season too. Almost 10 rebounds, almost averaging a double-double. And his efficiency has been off the charts too. 14 shots a game, 58% from the field. Look at his three-point percentage. 4 threes a game, 48%. Massive. And he's shooting 85% from the free throw line. Instantly can come in and start and be a big player on this team. Look at the Golden State starting lineup. Oh, wait. Who do you see right there, folks? Dennis Schroder is already part of the Warriors depth chart. Let's go. But then Draymond could slide to the 5. Kuminga's out. He's probably has to be part of the Bulls trade. And then you have Nikola right here. And you got Curry. I think this is going to be Schroder. I don't think it's Buddy. Wiggins, Draymond, Nikola. That's a fierce starting 5 and a lot of shooting. And then instantly you have height as well. Because if you look at Nikola, he's 6'10". So he's not that 7-foot center, but he's 260 pounds. Just a big body that we don't have down there in that size. So I think that could be a very viable trade. Let me know your thoughts. Now with Kuminga, I'm about to sneeze. Bless me. We're giving Kuminga more playing time. We got to see what we have. But, of course, that is too prone. If he plays really well, Warriors do well, it's a win. But also, teams see him as a starter. His stats go up, makes his value more. Now, Warriors checked on Marcus Smart. Again, we know he used to be with the Celtics, battled with us a lot. Apparently, the Grizzlies have no need or will to trade him. If we look at his contract, $20 million a year. So I'm not going to go over it again. But they definitely would want like a Kuminga, GP2, somebody like that helps you get there because of the $20 million. So I guess I will. So if you look, Kuminga, $7 million, GP2, $9 million, and then maybe like a Podziemski thrown in, something like that. Now, he does bring good defensive presence for us, but I don't think we need Marcus Smart. Not the best shooter. He can have good games, but I think we have other players on this team who can fill that hole. Now, for the Warriors-Bulls trade, I should have said this. This can't be real anymore because Melton is gone, but I'm just showing you that this is some of the stuff that was out there. And then, of course, I talked about the Dennis Schroder. So that is your trade machine update. Obviously, we're getting Schroder coming to us for 3 second-round picks, no first-round picks, and the Melton contract. But it feels like this is a small piece in a bigger chess play. So who do you think the Warriors are going to get? Comment your thoughts. Was there a player I didn't name? Of course, subscribe so you don't miss anything. We're releasing videos every moment we know new information for you, keeping you Warriors fans updated. Let's go. See you on the next episode. And by the way, Klay Thompson comes home Sunday night against the Warriors.